Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here with the weekend shift. Hey, it's another recording. I'm sorry, work is crazy, but it's just gonna be a good one. We got our first, second repeat guest. We got Gunny B here. Go ahead and say hi, man. What's up, man?
What's up, everybody? Thanks for having me on. I appreciate that. I appreciate being so. I wasn't your first guest, but you're giving me the honor of being the first repeat. So
That's right.
good to be back on the show.
That's right. And we watch them trends all the time. So we got a little, not enough for broadening formation, but we got some data.
Yeah. We got some data. We got 2 points.
Yeah. So we're not gonna, Gunny B's been on here before, so I'm not gonna do too much of a build up. So there he is. There's his big old head, and here's mine. I tell you what, the strat is keeping everybody alive out here, keeping everybody from getting murdered because it is a chop shop out here. It is tough, man. I tell you what.
Say, maybe.
Wrong. Yeah, wrong one. Where's this?
Chop shop.
There it is. There it is. Anyway, chop shop in here. It is nuts out here. And again, the strat is keeping you safe. Just looking at time frame continuity, the broadening formations, the Fed, the news, Ukraine, Russia. I mean, you name it. I think news came in about the McRib being delayed for 2 months. I think that really brought the market down too. I mean, the market's taking any excuse to freaking gap down or gap up. It's been nuts. I'm gonna, let's go ahead and look at some charts. I'm not gonna spend too much time going over. Let's do the screen share. Give it to me. Give me some charts. Give me some charts. This is the Strat Soldier with the weekend shift. I have all my charts up just like this: the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the 60s. All right. This shows me time frame continuity. And so far in the broader averages, you got conflict, okay? And that's what makes trading very hard for everyone. Conflict. Why? Because no one is in control of this. Nobody is. Anytime that the month, the week, the day in the 60s were all the same color, you had full time frame continuity. And most of the time, it's been full time frame continuity to the downside, okay? It's still inside month on the SPY. You see that there? And this is a pre-recorded show. So you'll see a hammer right here. You probably know what day it is if you look at your charts all the time. It is Thursday here. So you got a nice little hammer on forming on the week, and then you got a 2 down on the day in the SPY. So we are all looking to see if this goes in force 2-2 reversal back up at 426.55. Okay, we are waiting on it right here. This thing right here on March 9th. That thing gapped up, the price gapped up and sat, and everybody just watched it do nothing. And that was right here, March 9th. Yep, these too far over. This price gapped up and didn't do anything, just kind of grind into the highs. Now I remember right here, you'll see this day right here, and then here are the 60s right here in this area. Gap up, and we always look for the 2-2 reversal back down. Didn't reverse down. 2 up, but red, and then another 2 up that, you'd have to find a reversal back in on this one on the 30-minute to get in on, and then just kind of crapped around all day long. And if you went long, guess what? What happened in the morning? They all told us that, this happened because they said the CPI numbers were not going to be that bad. Guess what happened? CPI numbers were bad. Gap down the next morning, which is today for the show. And it was tough. So these gap downs and gap ups have really been messing up a lot of long setups and short setups. For a swing trader, it's really tough right now for a swing trader. Do you agree there, Gunny? What do you think about all these gap ups and gap downs, man?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Not sure when you want to get into it, but yeah, I've got a little handy dandy spreadsheet here that's going to kind of correlate with what we're seeing in the candles and reflected in the option price. And then, like I said, I've got a spreadsheet that will kind of help show this in another. It'll give you another visual tool to understand like just how these crazy swings are affecting options prices, premiums and stuff and whatnot. So I'm sure we'll get there, but yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it's really tough right now. And so for the kids in the back, here are my labels right here. Okay. if you've seen the weekend shift and you're a regular here, you know what we do. You know what the scenarios are. I'll keep these on. I'll turn them on, turn them off as we go along. But we believe there's only 3 ways anything can trade: scenario 1, 2, and 3. All right, and we'll be going through the charts as we look through them. We'll turn on the labels for the kids in the back, but we also want you guys to start growing and start being able to see this stuff. So if you're new to the show, go back, watch some old episodes, and then if it gets a little dicey in here and it gets tough, we'll go over the scenarios. But again, I want you guys to grow. I want you guys to start seeing this stuff, and then eventually the people who started with us back in September will get to a point where you don't need the labels at all, because you can see clearly, okay, I got a 3-1-2 reversal to the upside. I'm taking this mug. That's the whole point of this thing is it's slow the strat down, okay, but then give you help you grow, give you something to chew on over the weekend. All right.
It's like that song goes, I can see clearly now the labels are gone. Isn't that how it went?
That's fantastic.
That's from my millennials out there. Gen Z probably didn't get that one.
I can see clearly now the labels are gone. Oh man, that was good.
You can tweet that.
tweet that. We'll be going over it a little bit. I'll put some charts up here in a little bit, some more charts. But if you want to real quick, if you want to get in with us at Sepia Group, the home of the strat, learn the strat for real, because learning the strat on the street is dangerous. Okay, you want to learn the strat for real? Here's a promo code STRATSoldier 2022 that's going to get you the first 3 months with Rob Smith live trading room for $99 per month for the first 3 months. Okay, that'll get you started. I'll tell you more about what comes with that later on. We'll also talk about learn more strat. I think that's learn more strat 22 or learn more 22. There's a lot. There's a lot of cool ones. If you want to get up and know the latest promo code, and you don't have to wait for the weekend to hear that stuff, follow Sepia Group. Definitely follow Sepia Group. They got these really cool weekend shift clips from Michael Dang's show, clip from Rob's show too. These clips are really cool. They're like 1 minute, like little clips that you can just memorize. And that's how you know how it is, Gunny. That's how I learn stuff. I do stuff repeated. Clips. Yep. I repeat it over and over and over. And if I got a 30-second clip that tells me what a triangle layout is, and I can watch that thing and laugh at the same time, that's going to get stuck in there. And that's what I like. That's what I like the most. So follow Sepia Group. It's that they're also showing you like little tricks and tips about the site that I normally don't talk about, and I'll tell you more about that later on. Anyway, what's been going on, Gunny? How's things been going, man? Tell me about trading. Tell me about Alex options. Tell me what's going on out there.
Okay, so yeah, my trading it's definitely slowed down a bit. We were talking about that a little bit, pre-show. I've moved my 401ks around. Those are in much safer havens than they once were. My day trading slowed down a little bit because I've got some projects on the back burner. I have gotten a lot more just kind of like involved with the community in the Discord and trying to kind of create instruments and tools that it's still trading. It's still the same data. It's in a different perspective. So we've added a little bit of competitiveness to it to try to take this solo sport and make it a team sport, or at least a team competition. So you're not just competing with the market makers and losing your ass to them. Now you're also family show, but now you're also losing your butt, in front of your fellow traders, and then we can make fun of you and kick you while you're down. If that's your thing, some people learn that way.
That's definitely that's definitely the Army way. You know what I mean? If I want you to stop doing something, I'm going to embarrass you.
Yeah. Exactly. No, it's effective for some people, but no,
it's effective for some people. Oh my God.
No, we don't ride anybody out of the town square or anything like that. But
no, I'm just kidding around.
Yeah, but it helps. It helps, right? And so, again, you can find me at Alex Options Discord. There's you can obviously Alex Options is a person. Right? Is a phenomenal young man. I'm still convinced, there's a part of me that thinks he might be a 37-year-old man pretending to be a young whiz kid, but no, he really is He's hot stuff. And so that's where I hang out over at his Discord. And then, you're going to give me an opportunity, I think, to talk about some of the things we're doing over there. Just say when.
Yeah. We'll definitely do. I mean, you can do it now. It's fine. But
okay.
just the overall price. How have you guys been handling all this Fed news? I know you guys are really news driven in the Discord, and you guys look at all that stuff. Like, we'll look at CPI numbers, like, we Bloomberg, for example, that we knew that it gapped up and everybody was sitting because of rumors about CPI numbers. And so I put that in the Incipient group, Smith's in the black, and everybody, you can't see it, but they're all like, ugh, and rolling their eyes. Like, nobody cares about the news. We're trading price action.
So news, news and price action, there's, you can see it. You can see news in the price, and then sometimes you can see price in the news, right? And so how we handle that is largely by not swinging anything, like not unless you have just the most phenomenal setup. You can the easiest way to not have your account blow up is to not swing right now. And so definitely pre-market, right? A pre-market is where a lot of the big moves are happening. And you can see, you'll see something in the price, and then you'll go out and find the news to correspond with that price action, and make sure that you're developing the correct bias going into your particular setup, right? Making sure you don't, catch a what we call it, a TTO to the face in the first 15 minutes of the market open, right? So So that's one way we're mitigating this crazy price action. I think it's safe to say, right? People smarter than us have confirmed we are in a bear market, right? And so you still get green days apparently in a bear market. This is my first one. I'm not trying to pretend I'm anybody I'm not, but this is my first bear market. This is my first trying to trade in a 1980s economy with interest rates projected to go sky high. So it's interesting. I would have thought that the slow grind down would have been a bit more steady, more red days in a row than green. But you get those occasional rocket green days, and it's a ride, that's for sure. It's Buck and Bronco.
Yeah, I agree, and that's pretty cool. That's awesome how you guys are dealing with that. That news, boy, I tell you what, the news I like for news with like big events, like big global events. I understand that, but news like small little things, like the recalling Ford because of seatbelts, like that. For me personally, I think that doesn't affect anything. But if you trade news, I understand that you do all that good stuff. You used to do SPAC stuff, didn't you? Like SPAC,
oh my goodness, that feels like a lifetime ago at this point, man. I feel like that's probably about 2 years ago. Exclusively news driven. When does the SPAC? When does the SPAC? When are they getting their first deal? When do they get the pipe? Which was like some kind of I'm trying to remember, some kind of injected cash flow or reinvestment thing or whatever from a big investor. A lot of those things always drove when the SPAC would spike in price. And so, man, that feels like a lifetime ago. It was such a horrible strategy. Oh my goodness. But I mean, I guess it was fun. It was fun until I realized how dumb it was. Right. I don't know. There's somebody it's a logo or something like that, and it's got like two like 3 or 4 candles and a really big giant spike, and then like 3 or 4 other candles, and then like they're like, oh, this is really cool. Like, this is the worst chart in the world. I don't know why that's getting so much attention right now. It's every SPAC. Yeah,
that's all. Yeah, that's the.
Have you looked at Virgin Galactic on the quarterly lately? Oh my goodness, SPCE.
Yeah.
You want to pull up a couple of charts, take over for a minute? We can talk about them.
Let's do it. Freaking those SPACs, man. And let's go SPCE space. Yes. Oh, yep. Give me SPCE space. Give it to me. All right, look at this. Look at these months. Give me one big giant chart. Look at that. Holy crap. Look at that Brodnik formation.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Holy crap. YOLO.
So I mean, like, if you go to the very beginning, go to the book of Genesis on space here. And
let me get this thing. Let me get this freaking chop. Okay, there you go. All right. Was that horizontal? I don't think it is. Very first, like in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning
there was space.
In the beginning
wanted to
there
be
was
good.
no. Yeah, geez Louise. And so yeah, I mean that's every SPAC right there, right? You start getting the rumors of a deal. I don't think it's like this anymore. The whole SPAC. I don't know what do you call it? The whole SPAC. I don't know, season, whatever, not a season, because that implies that it's going to come back. But yeah, what exist the conditions that existed, there we go, that made SPACs go like this, I think no longer exist. And so, but yeah, I mean, that's what it was. They'd be flat, they'd hover at $10, $5, whatever it is, anything sub 11. And you'd get some news, you'd get a deal, you'd get rumors, you'd get Reddit involved, and boom, you get a rocket. And so like right there, that first big green candle right there, like that was when no, not even that one. I think is probably January or February, the big green candle that there you go.
The big one.
There you go. Yep.
February. Yeah.
Right. That was in and around the time frame when, I guess they were no longer a SPAC and they sealed the deal. And if you go to like the week or the day or whatever, you're going to see a rocket up and then a rocket right back down. And so yeah, and then the other two giant bars are like both times they went to they launched their little airplane.
They went to space, literally. You can literally say they went to space. Okay,
they did. They went to space. They went to low Earth orbit, and now low Earth orbit has turned into crashing into the bottom of the Broading Formation. So yeah. So anyway, that's no fun, right? That's no fun. There's no longevity in the chasing SPACs like that for your career. So we moved on to bigger and better things, and that's when you showed me the strat. And I know we didn't talk about it too much last time, but basically, that's me in a nutshell. That was me. You found out on your own. You got into the market on your own. I got into the market on my own, and you chose the right path, and I chose the wrong path. And then you got me on the same path as you, and so. We've been happily ever after.
Definitely happily ever after. It's like, but yeah, no, it's cool. And that's what I think that's what anybody should do. You find out your buddy's drowning in some crap, like go help him out. Like, and unless he's not your buddy, in when we first started talking about the strat, I was like, you know what I mean? Because I remember us talking about this. I was like talking about space, like.
You were telling me the first thing you said is like, I checked out all the major time frames. Space ain't doing nothing. It's big old nothing burger. And it was, and you were absolutely right. But what I think you didn't know at the time is how SPACs worked. And so I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. I'm gonna get out of it. Literally the next month, it jumped up from like $9 to $13, and I had. I don't know. I think I had not 1,000 shares, probably 100 to 500 shares at that point. And I had just gotten out, and then I was like, oh my goodness, right? And so that was mistake number one. That's that whole trading psychology thing, missing a big move, thinking you had some kind of good strategy here just because you just missed the move. No, that was happenstance. So I made those mistakes for a couple more months, and then finally, I got your webinar from Benzinga and watched that 150 million 11 times. And so it was great after that. But
that's awesome.
Hey, can I give you a couple tickers for you to talk about? Let's look at it from the strat perspective, and then we'll segue that into the options contest spreadsheet that I've got here. Real quick, looking at the yearly on space, 2-2 reversal back down. It's hit. It's got like just a couple more, and it's going to hit magnitude to the bottom. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. This weird logo thing I'm seeing right now, where it's like it's nothing, huge spike, and then right back to nothing. I'm like, this is terrible, and this is exactly what this kind of situation, like, that's not something to be excited about, people. That's not a cool. But I don't know. People do different things. And they trade different stuff. So I guess I should leave it at that. But that's not. We're gonna see that exact same pattern in a lot of COVID names too.
Yeah.
A lot of COVID stocks. We're gonna look just like that.
Jeez, I keep talking about it. I keep talking about it. Real quick, Palantir. Oh my gosh! And then, but here's the year. There it is.
Yep.
Welcome to the world. You're 3 years old. How's it going for you?
Yeah.
How's it working out? Not great.
Going out just as fast as you came in. I'm pretty sure Zoom probably looks the same way.
Yeah. Was it what our buddy used to say all the time? Grand opening, grand closing.
Yep. I think Jay-Z said that.
Oh, that's it. Here's ZM broadening formation. You want to go to the year?
Yeah.
Jeez, look at that thing. How can you not? Why would you want to stay in something like that? Oh, nope, wrong one. Bam. And it's ugh.
Yeah, but yeah, okay. So I'll give you a couple tickers here. I don't know if you want to make tabs out of all of them, but this will segue right into the contest. We'll go like the top 4 real quick. So we'll go Roku.
Oh geez.
Yeah, if you want to, we'll get you talking about Roku, DKNG.
Well, let's go one at a time since you got 4.
Why don't you go ahead and open up all tabs real quick?
What's that?
Go get them up, get them pulled up on your tabs there, if you don't mind. Just get them ready to go.
Oh my gosh! All right, I'll stick you in the dailies. I'll stick you in the daily signals. Hold on.
You can the top left of your screen. You just hit the plus sign and open up a tab.
I got it. Thank you, sir. What's the next one?
Hey, by the way, I've got a whole YouTube video on how to use TradingView. I don't know if you
do it. Yeah, heck yeah. Show it. What's your next one?
DKNG.
DKNG. DraftKings. Go ahead. Next one.
Next one is Disney. DIS.
DIS. Wait, are we talking about how to create a watch list? I don't know. Keep going.
No, we're not. KR. These are just 4 tickers I want you to talk about, and then we'll segue into the contest.
All right, go ahead.
KR. Last one. KR.
Oh, Kroger. Hey, Kroger. Lately, the grocery store looks like it needs to go to the grocery store. I tell you what, man. Yeah. All right. First one, Roku. First one on deck, Roku. Shout out to CJ. It looks like they took Roku off the remote. It is bad. This thing into the dirt. I mean, it's still 2 scenario 2 down on the months, continuing scenario 2 reversal down on the weeks. This is a nice triangle layout. If you're not in on for example, if you're red on the month and you're looking for a reversal back into the red, we're looking for some stuff that reconfirms what you're seeing on the month. So we're looking for things on the week that reconfirm what's happening on the month. Okay. There's your triangle layout. All right. Wait. Okay. Yep. They're buying it. Cool. Wait for this up and then 2 reversal back down. Now you're trading in control of the week and month to the downside. Look at these days. Wow. And the same thing with these 60s all the way to the downside, falling down the stairs. Roku. That's a really good example on how to use triangle layout to get in on something that's already enforced to the downside. Real quick, I know you want to talk about this, but real quick, I want to talk about that when I'm talking about finding something, you look at your months first, then you're looking for stuff that on the weekly to reconfirm what's happening on the month, and then look for stuff on the daily that's reconfirming what you're seeing on the week, and then the 60 on the daily. Does that make sense? So you're going this way around. That's why I have my chart set up like this, because you're going around, kind of counterclockwise. So anyway, I'm looking for stuff on the week to reconfirm the month, and then during the week, this 2 reversal down in force, I'm looking for these dailies to keep reconfirming what I'm seeing on the week. And then on these 60s, I'm looking for every 60 to reconfirm what I'm seeing on the dailies. What people are doing is trying to look for this butterfly effect thing, where they're like, I'm looking for something down on the 5-minute that's going to trigger the 60, that's going to trigger the daily, which is going to trigger the week and the month. Like it's backwards. You're looking at it backwards. You need to start looking at what's happening on the month and then the week reconfirm the month. Does that make sense, Gunny? Yeah,
it makes sense to me. I mean, you reversals start at the lowest level, right? So I think that's why people might be trying to go that way. But I believe the phrase "the trend is your friend" is still compatible with the strat. And so if you have all major time frames in the red, and you're trying to and you get killed on a 15-minute reversal to the upside, but there's a reason for that, and it's because the sellers are in control.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's all I wanted to say. So that's Roku. What do you got? What do you got for Roku?
Well, let's see here. Do you just want to go through the other tickers and then I'll pull up my spreadsheet and then we can talk about them that way?
Okay. Roku,
Let's do that. Yeah,
DraftKings, next one on
breeze,
deck.
yeah. Yep. Breeze
Next
through
one
that
on-
one just real quick. And
Next on deck, DraftKings still falling down the stairs. 2-2 reversal down on the week. That's this week. 2-2 reversal back down. Again, reconfirming what we're seeing on the month, red month. And then here's your dailies. All right, all red. Here's your 60s, all red. You got all 4 time frames up like this. It's pretty easy to see. Okay. And then going along with what we said earlier, if you're so they had some news today. Baseball is going to open up at the regular time. Opening season is going to happen when it's supposed to, and you had a nice little reversal back up here too. 2-1-2 reversal back up here, 2-2 continuation, and then ended on inside 60 here at DraftKings. Disney still red. 2-2. Yep. 3-1-2 continuation down on the month, still 2-2 continuation down on the week. Here's your dailies, and then here's your 60s. Holy crap, look at that.
Shop in here, folks.
That is a mess. There is no reason why you should be trading anything in this. You see this, stay out of it. Even though this wasn't an inside day, let's zoom this in. Here's my daily quadrant. Even though this is not an inside day, look how tight this range is, okay? And then I'm going to blow it up just a little bit because I want you to see something. Eyes is very obvious to me, but for the kids in the back and all these people posting all these weird TA charts, that's not what we do, okay? Look at this. Look at that. What's this? What is that?
Mother bar.
That's a mother bar issue.
That is a huge mother bar issue. Terrible. So if you have all these bars trapped in this one range, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Yes, you probably could have took this 2-1-2 reversal back up and see, but did it hit magnitude? No. And you know what I mean? If it didn't hit magnitude, take your profits. And once it starts turning red, get out of this thing. It's all trapped in that one bar. Okay. This is a 60-minute bar. Let's go to the 30s. And then that's even, look, all that. I'm buying puts. I'm buying calls. No, I'm buying puts. No, I'm buying calls. 15 minutes. Look at that. 15 minutes. Mess. 5 minutes. Last one. And then we'll go to the next one. All that stuck. All right. You know what? You want to trade 5-minute bars on this? Not me. That's a mess.
And that's what I'm talking about. You try to take a small time frame reversal and something that's trending down. Yeah, you can expect chop or get killed. So,
yeah. So that's a great example. That's a good one. I'm glad you brought that one up. Let's go to Kroger again. Kroger is doing good. Kroger's doing really good. 2-2 reversal back up on the day. This is the 9th. This is the 10th. We're waiting for tomorrow. Again, pre-recorded show. Sorry about that. 2 up on the month. And this is what I'm talking about. 2 up on the month. So I have a reason to watch this thing. It's 2 up on the month, already enforced. I'm sorry. And now this is red on the week so far because it came in a little bit. So you don't, again, that's not full time frame continuity, but anytime your 60s, your 60s, your daily and your monthly are green, the same color, you're still trading in control. So you can still take this 2-2 reversal back up because it's reconfirming what you're seeing on the month. Even though but you just got to be aware, hey, it's red on the week. This might not go very far. So,
and so go ahead. Oh, sorry. Okay. So, and so why Kroger's on the radar is it's been trending up in a market where so many things have been going down. Kroger has steadily been trending up. Early on the year, it went 2-2 up on the year. And then obviously if you see that little green E, if you go to your weekly chart there and click that green E,
earnings. Earnings.
Yeah, just click that real quick. Boom. Look at that.
Boom. Is it good? Earnings were good.
Surprise, 17%. That's real good. Or 17 cents on the dollar, 23%. So
everybody was surprised. Kroger's got groceries? What?
Yeah. Kroger's doing well. They're pushing that neighborhood market. So, but for real, they went 2-2 up on the year, early January. Been on the radar, and then after earnings, just rocketed out of that. Look, I know you don't have a broad information drawn there yet, but you can see where that line would be, and it just rocketed out of that broad information right after earnings, and so that happened, I believe, last Friday, and so. It was on the radar for going into exhaustion risk.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why you'll see it as my contest entry as a short, is because I was trying to get that exhaustion risk play. It worked for a little bit, for a short little period of time, and then I had to cut it quits, or I had to call it quits. But yeah, okay. So
you're talking about right here where it went 2-2 down on the daily, and then you had to cut it because 2-2 went back up. Is that what you're talking about there?
Yep. So I got in on the shooter day. So I was anticipating getting in on Monday. It was trading at, I believe, 25 cents at open on Monday morning for a strike of, I believe, 51, because I was going for a cheap strike, and I was aiming for that to fill that gap. Right.
You're trying to hit this way down here.
Yeah. And so that was probably a bit aggressive and a bit of wishful thinking there. But, I was thinking, with the combination of gapping up after, into earnings, going to an exhaustion risk and all that other stuff, I was thinking, this is a bear market, maybe that move back down might be a little bit more aggressive. But I was wrong, because clearly buyers are in control. So I had a short opportunity there to make some profit off that short. I walked away, I believe, $60 off 3 contracts that I think I got in. Yeah, I think I got in, roughly around 17 to 20 cents or whatever was my entry. And so, yeah, it was a short move that day. And it was coming down pretty slow. So once I felt like it was starting to dry up a little bit, move the trail stop really tight, and then boom, I was pretty much out instantly.
That's awesome. Very good. That's what we do. That's awesome. You had actual signal, went in force, you took it, and then you had a stop in, and then you kept pushing it up till you got stopped out with profit. That's what we want to do. That's fantastic. I think that's successful. I think that's a really good trade.
It wasn't awful.
No, it wasn't awful. That's really good. That's a good trade. And then going back to the weekly, even though that weekly did turn red, I could see where you had to cut it here because of these 60s. Let's see here. You want to try and find it on the 60s, or is it you go to there?
We're good. Yeah. We just leave it at that. I don't want to eat up too much more of your time. I want to get into the contest.
I was going to say, yeah, that's Kroger. Do you want to talk about Disney or Roku?
No. Well, so if here, tell you what, I'll take over the screen share, and we'll do the little. We'll look at them on. We'll look at the sticks, and then we'll look at the spreadsheet, because I know a lot of people are always asking, does the strat work with options? Let me find the right screen.
Yeah, here. And the reason why we started, I've been seeing your tweets about this contest, and it's really big in the Alex Options Discord. And heck yeah. I want to see what's going on. So is this? So before we get started, is this a paper trading thing? Is this just like, or is this people taking live trades? What is this? A friendly contest? Or are we like?
We are taking these real trades, right? How we judge the winners. So I'll just run down the rules real quick, right? So this is a contest that I developed for Alex Options in conjunction with Ricky, roughly around 6 months ago. And so Ricky was largely behind the formatting of the contest, but he was a programmer, right? So he did a lot of this. He had a lot of this data linked to the API. It was great. A lot of it was automated. And then Ricky took a break. He stepped aside, and so the contest kind of took a hit, right? And it fell by the wayside for several months. I was bound and determined to get this bad boy resurrected. So I do everything in Excel now. And it's still, all the data is automated, exported straight from Thinkorswim into the spreadsheet here. And then so we've got a bot that we coded up for the Discord, where users can every Friday after market close, after 4 p.m., you can basically start looking at your weekly signals here, and you can start developing your entry for next week's contest. And that's what we're doing here. We're using strat setups to look for, hunt for, and pick setups going into next week. And this can be calls or puts, based on time frame continuity. But basically the rules of the contest is we're trying to keep this affordable for everybody. So it's a $2 buy-in or minimum on those premiums, right? You've got to pick a strike and a contract that's $2 or less, which means, $200 on the option price, right? So $2 or less, and it has to expire that Friday, right? The following Friday. And then how the winner is calculated is it's got to be less than $2 on the last price from Friday, and then I take the open price on the following Monday, and that is the starting point. And then profit percentage is calculated based on the high of the week against the open price, right? So eventually what we want to get to, and I've got to get a little bit more automation under my belt here, but eventually we want to get to where people can tell me what their actual entry was and their exit, and then, verify this with screenshots or whatever. And then I can plug those numbers into the contest and then see what a member's true profit percentage was. And once we get to that point, like we're seriously gonna have like contest prizes and stuff for that. But for now, right now, we're just doing basically like what's your call? Like you made a call, for example, Nagami, username Nagami of Alex Options Discord, he picked Roku. And can you see the spreadsheet right here? Is this nice and clear?
Yep.
I can make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Let me zoom this bad boy in just a little bit more. Okay. So Nagami here picked Roku, right? So we just went over time frame continuity with Roku. So it makes sense that he chose a put, and he chose a strike of 110, right? So Roku put strike 110 expires 11 March. And the entry for that on Monday at open was $1.15, right? So going forward right now, so it's only Thursday because this is a recording, so we still need tomorrow's data to come in. But as you can see here, this was a pretty solid call from this member because he has stayed in the green almost the entire week. So he bought this contract at $1.15, $115 here. And if he's swinging this, and this just kind of shows a testament to strat setups and whatnot. So even if he's swinging this, he is still staying green all throughout the week. And so what you see here is on Monday, I've got my end of day data, and then I've got the high for that day. So it opened up at $1.15 at 9:30 a.m. and it got to a high of $3.90. But it still closed at 365. So if he swung this going into the next day, like he didn't lose much. So then it closed on Tuesday at 285, but it got a high of 775. And so as you can see here, back on this column right here keeps track of the weekly high, whatever the high is throughout all 5 days of the week. The highest high is going to be tracked right here in this column. All right. And then this column represents whatever we closed at on that given day. So this data right here gets copied and pasted
right
over
here.
Yeah, this data right here. So anyway, so what you can see here is judging by from the open to the high, this particular member's call went 573% in the profit.
Wow.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. All right. And then again, same thing with DKNG, DraftKings, another put, right? So those first three tickers we went over all had time frame continuity to the downside. Chose another put, $18 strike. Entry was 24 cents here. So far, he's got a high of $1.51. This guy has stayed green all week, not an ounce of red. This guy, if he set a break-even stop on the option price, he is still in his trade because he has stayed green all week long. That's a solid play. It's not often. You can see by the rest of the sea of red over here, it is not often that your option, at least in this market, right? Excuse me. It's not often that your strike that you chose on, Saturday is going to stay green all week long. So that's why you see like these top three, these top five guys, like these are noteworthy. This is something you might want to know about. And these are calls that, we go over all weekend long. Like this is basically our weekend prep. This is our weekend review of the following week. And this is how we, number one, we stay competitive. We keep our blades sharpened. We keep our tactics sharp. And we review this kind of stuff. And then I developed this spreadsheet all weekend long, and it's ready to go on Monday. And so basically, 4:35 p.m., boom, I run the data and we review the numbers every afternoon and talk about, who's blowing who away. So I believe this is like our 4th week back. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. I'll tell you right now, hey, That's pretty cool. But Tuesday right there for Nagami, Tuesday at 775, and then the next day opens at at 81,
At
a high of
81.
119, or $1.09. Hey, 775. I'd have been like, hey, yeah, I'm done. I'm out.
That was it.
I'm telling you, that's awesome. That's really cool.
that was
Seriously.
it.
That's amazing.
But by conditionally coding these, be red and green for profitability and whatnot, you can see that pretty much everybody right here, what is that? 28 out of a total 34 plays. All those guys were profitable in their bias, at least on the first day of the week. So to be profitable in your option play, 28 out of 34 plays, that's a testament to the success rate of the strat. And I know we had that little Twitter tantrum from somebody, the whole oil conversation, going back to that. And it was like, and so the debate is like the strat, everybody knew oil was going up. This isn't a testament to the strat. Well, you can say that now, now that we're 3 months into it, but when we went 2-2 up and forced on the year, stratters were probably the first ones to know about that. If you're looking at just price action. And so this right here, this color coding is a testament to that, 28 out of 34 profitable trades. That's a testament to the success rate of the strat, as long as you keep tight stops and don't get killed.
Yeah, seriously, that's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So that's what we do with the contest, right? And so that's the contest in a nutshell.
That's awesome, man. I really like that. That's really cool. I've been hearing a lot of this crap out here about empirical data and things like that, and empirical evidence. That's what it is, empirical evidence. Empirical. And that was pretty funny today. Like the definition of empirical is something that you can observe on your own, observe and experience on your own. That's outside of just strictly theory or logic. And after I read that textbook definition, I thought that was hilarious, because that's all we show. Shooter in force on freaking Kroger on the daily to the downside. You're gonna tell me you can't experience that? You don't see that for yourself? And then all those trades, Nagami, everybody, that's really cool. Shout out to Anthony. I saw him on there. I saw his little way down in there. That's cool. That's really cool. He's been trading the strat for a long time as well. And that's really neat that you're taking all that data, you're putting it all together, you're organizing it, and then it keeps it friendly. It does. You're working with traders that we already talked about. Your guys' little I say little, but your entry exam test, you know what I mean, to even get into Alex Discord. How's that going?
Strat test, the
strat test. How's that working?
Good. Yeah. Good. So T3, shout out to T3. T3 Metrics, I believe, is his handle on Twitter. He's kind of our in-house programmer now. So I want to shout him out. Really the whole team. Sarah's out there sharing some alerts now. Alex is out there. So really all of those guys. And then obviously, us being great friends and everything, build you a team that keeps you honest and competitive and constantly striving to be better. And so, I mean, that's just one area that Tom helped us out with the test. We had some really buggy code that I had come up with, and he fixed everything. And so it's good to go. And so again, just to reiterate, Alex Options, we are an education first style Discord, right? Like, you don't just get to join and start, picking up free alerts and stuff. You got to pass that strat test, and we're not going to help you.
I love that. I love that. You got the strat test to get you in there. Now you're in there. And so when you go into this options contest thing, hey, you're taking that risk on for yourself. Okay.
Yep.
And then, I like that you guys are keeping it friendly, and then you're keeping that, you're taking that data that shows, yes, these the strat works. That's really cool. I like that a lot. That is really cool, man. Seriously. So it's great. Yeah, there you go. All right. What am I looking at now? What am I looking at?
Okay. Yep. So I made this just for you, honestly, because I mean,
I don't see no tank. Where's the tank at? I don't see no tank.
I need to put a tank on there. Hey, give me an entry next week and I'll get your tank on there.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. We'll talk about it this weekend, but yeah. So, this is a more graphical friendly or visual friendly representation of our top 10. So let me scroll down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember this because we were talking about on Twitter. It's kind of hard to see what's going on. I like this. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. So this is just our top 10 right here, right? So the orange represents the entry price in the bar graph. So that's the entry price of that particular contract. And then down here, you can see that it was a put on Roku, and this was the member's name. And then from here, you've got 0 to dang near $7. So there's the high value of the option play. And then right here, you can see it went 573%. So these are our top 10 in sequential order from left to right. And just gives you a better visual understanding. If the spreadsheet's a little too much data overkill for you, you can get that visual representation right there on that bar graph.
For the kids in the back.
For the kids in the back. For the children not playing options yet. There you go. That's a bit more of a representation.
No
so
crap,
so that's the contest in a nutshell.
That's so cool, man. That is really neat. I like it. I like it a lot. Again, you're keeping it fun. You're keeping it simple, and then you are working with people that that no options.
Trying to say here.
Sorry, that they're knowing options. Okay, so that's pretty cool, man. That's really neat.
Yeah. Generally, the traders that are involved in the contest, they're a bit more experienced, right? They're comfortable using the strat on options. This is definitely not where you want to bring your training wheels in and stuff like that. You'll get ran over, but no, I mean, as you can see here, I'm in 11th place here on my Kroger put. I went 153% profit though. Did I get all 153% on my trade? No, that's not what the contest is implying here. So I don't want anybody to try to come out here and be like, you guys are paper trading this content. No, the majority of these people are taking these trades. And it's just on me that I'm not as automated yet to where I can easily track everybody's entries and exits and stuff like that. So, but really this is a testament to the strat setup overall, and then the ability of the members' experience to recognize that strat setup and have the wherewithal to choose that as their entry, and boom, 573% is our first place. Last week we were in the 900s, and the week before that we had Kitsune go 1300%. And he actually showed everybody where he got in and out of that trade 3 times in a single week, and got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars out of that trade. So
nice.
So yeah. So cool. If you got questions, join the Discord and come hang out with us. We've got a channel dedicated to the weekly contest.
Heck yeah. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's really cool. Can you give me my screens back? Let me have my screens back. That's really cool. Yeah, I like how you went over that. That's pretty neat. Let's go through what's going on at Sepia. Heck yeah, let's go through the weekly watch list from Rob. Hey, if any of these things showed up on your contest, let me shout them out.
Okay, yeah, we'll do.
So we were looking for Apple to go 2-2 reversal down on the weekly. What happened? 2-2 reversal back down on the weekly. I actually got in on this one here. It was really cool. Shooter in force. I did work this one. I don't like working the options, guys, but I did it. And it was a slow bleeder. Holy crap. It took forever, but I finally got what I wanted out of this trade and set my trail stop and got out of this thing. But again, look at this. Shooter in force, reconfirming what we're seeing on the month. The month is red, okay? And anytime you've seen these days were red and the 60 was red, it was full time frame continuity to the downside, okay? So again, the weekly signal reconfirming what we're seeing on the month, which is red to the downside, okay? And then on Apple, you did have your little 2-2 reversal back up, which did take this back green for a little bit, but then again, the entire market gapped back down, and then Apple went back under. It went in force at 162.19. Anytime it was below 162.19, you could be working puts on that thing. Okay, here's your 60s. Here's your 60s. All right, a little bit of a mess. Okay, again, it was a slow bleeder all the way down right here. All right, and then you had some reversals back up and things like that. It was a mess. Not really really clean. If you were looking at your options and dailies and 60s, this is nuts. But on that weekly, taking that trigger at 162, 119 to the downside, great. Also from Rob's list, Boeing 2-2 reversal down. Actually, 3-1-2 reversal down on the year, continuation down on the month, still on the month. I'm mentioning my words here. 3-1-2 reversal down on the month. 2-2 continuation down on the week. Closing as forming a hammer here because of these dailies. But Boeing doing what Boeing does to the downside. And then look at these 60s. We already talked about it. Me and Gunny B already talked about this. Look at all these 60s trapped in this first bar. Wow. You need to be able to recognize that stuff, okay? I want you to be able to see that. And I want you to be able to see how that is all stuck in that. That's a compound one. Even though it's not a scenario one on the daily chart right here, you need to be able to see that, okay? That is all stuck, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So we did have a competitor take Boeing. He tried to take it to the upside.
Ooh,
and
bad idea.
Yeah, and so basically Monday was pretty much his only profitable day, and that contract is trading at $0 now.
Welcome to Sepia Group, home of the strat.
Yep.
Come and learn this. That's hilarious. But anyway, no, that's great. That's really cool, man. Thanks for the update on that one. What do you got? You got HON out there. HON looking to they kind of stayed flat here. HON. You can look at these.
HON always stays flat. That's why I don't like that one. That one's in the Dow. Slow mover.
Ugh. PG also in the Dow. Procter and Gamble. You got that right. Procter and Gamble. I'll tell you what, this is still 2-2 continuation down on the month, trying to fix this broadening formation right here. 2-2 continuations down on the weeks. And then, look at that. Nothing to see here, folks. UNH. Inside on the month, but green. We were looking for a little bit more green on the week, and that kind of did. But here's your 60s. Okay, this was a good one. This is a good reason to get in. Here's your 2-2 reverse. Here's your 2-2 reversal back down, and then this is a little funky right here on these 60s, but you can see where it reversed back up. So you can drop down to the 30s and find you a little reversal right here. 2-2 reversal back up right at 481.27. 481.27 on the 30s because it's a little cleaner. There you go. Now you're in. All right. Now you're in. Set your stops and then set them even. It's never coming back. That's awesome. And that's what everybody wants. That's the kind of trade, especially us swing traders. That's what we want. And so we'll see if we get some more continuation up on the day there. But that's my kind of trade right there. Honestly.
Heck yeah. That's the kind of options trade that keeps you in profit. What is that? That's on the 30s. So yeah, all day long. Keeps you in profit all day long.
All day long. Come in, check it every once in a while. But I got a bunch of old lines on J&J. Johnny John, looking all right. 2 up on the week, came in a little bit on these dailies, but you could see here 2-2 reversal back up. All right, on the daily, 2-2 reversal back up right here at 160.33. Now you're in on them dailies. You don't like trading 60s, or 65-minute charts or whatever craziness you guys are doing out there. There's your reversal right there. That's where you can get in on them dailies. Now you're in, and you did not. If you kept your stops even, you did not have to do anything. Now, if you could set your stops and then keep pushing them up on these dailies. You might have got stopped out here or here, but definitely you're in that sucker. All the way up to 160, 168. You know what I mean? Depending on what you like doing, you could still be in that just based on the weekly bars here. So Johnny John looking good. A&T, we're not going to go through all these. We just trying to hit the highlights. A&T,
please no, that's a big list.
Yeah, it's huge. I'd say about 83 tickers in this one. We were looking at a lot of stuff. Humana, Lilly. Lilly did good, still 2-2 up on the month. Here's your weeks. Lilly doing some good stuff over there. I know that there's some people out there that do not like trading 3-2s, 3-2 ups. I do. Sarah Strat Sniper will tell you I like trading 3-2 up, even though people are considered a continuation. I like trading it because I know who the most aggressive participant is. It's the buyers, and if it goes 2 up and keeps going and doesn't come back in here at all, I can keep working this thing. And that's what you see here on Lilly on the day. I know this is right at 24 Feb, but still going. Can
we look at that one on the week real quick?
Yep. Let's go to the week.
Real quick. Okay, 2 up on the week.
Yep. 2-2
Nice.
continuation up on the week. Bam, bam, bam. And what I like to do, honestly, what I like to do, let me list right here. Can you guys see that? I'm pretty sure you can.
Yep.
What I like to do is set up my watch list as, conditions. Okay. I do have my weekly charts. I do have my weekly signals, my daily signals, my rack row signals. But then right here, I got my 2-2 up on the month. All these bars here, 2-2 up on the month. Now I need to recalibrate this thing because a lot of things went down. But 2-2 up on the month. You know what I mean? And I know where to go. So when the SPY is green, APA, when the SPY is green, I'm going on my 2-2 up on the month. I already know what's green. You know what I mean? You can do the same thing for the downside. Create a watch list that's blank 2-2 down on the month. And then when the SPY is red and it's going to the downside, falling down the stairs, you already have a bucket of stocks that are already hurting. Go get the ones that are already getting beat up and work something to the downside on them. Airlines.
That's pretty clever. I'm impressed. How long you been doing that? Because that's the first time I'm hearing you getting organized like that, like organizing your setups like that.
Oh yeah. I've been doing that for a while. Maybe I've never talked about it because I think it's like a no brainer. It's kind of like
I don't know. Some people think differently. Some people got complicated spreadsheets. Other people got buckets full of setups.
Buckets full of setups.
Yeah.
That's it. I got buckets full of setups. Heck yeah.
I like it. I
love it. 2 down. That's awesome. 2 down. Airlines just stop flying the planes. Anyway, 3-1-2 continuation down. Here's your 60s. We're looking for some more downside. Here's your weeklies. Looking for some more downside. It did it. Here's your dailies. Okay. Look at that. Then you got love doing the same thing. Rails. This is an interesting one because it's 2 up on the month, but you can see how it came in. Okay. So even though this is in your 2 up on the month watch list, it could still be in that watch list, but you know for a fact, okay, this is coming in. What's going on here? I'm looking at the week. All right, look at these dailies. It's a mess. Shooter and force on the daily. I got a 2-2 reversal down on these 60s. You can see that clearly. That's a mess. And this is still, now if you're trading to the downside, it's red on the week, red on the day, red on the 60s. That's some, that's still in control to the downside, but it's still in conflict because the month is green. So UNH, let's have some good ones. Where is some
XOM?
Go ahead.
There you go. No, that's what I was gonna say. XOM.
Yeah, Energy's been getting a hit. They've been taking a hit because it's getting jammed with buyers. Once Kramer starts talking about, I shouldn't name drop. Anyway, once these big guys start talking about, energy and what we're looking at too, that's usually the end of it. At least for a little bit because everybody's looking at it. So it's jammed with buyers. You had a 2-2 reversal back down on the XOM here, which still 2 up on the month, and then 2-2 continuation on the week. And right here, so this is Thursday, which is today. So it's inside. So we're looking for a 2-1-2 reversal back up, and then hopefully this will be 2-1-2 reversal back up into the green, which will reconfirm what we're seeing on the week and what we're seeing on the month. That's how you get in. That's how you use a triangle day out. Okay,
because we're comparing market participants by time and price.
That's right, by price and time. I'll give it to you. I'll give it
price
to you.
And time.
No, that my family always makes fun of me because I say paper, scissors, rock. I guess it's rock, paper, scissors, whatever. Okay. Anyway, look at Chevron. Chevron's been nasty. I was in Chevron at 133. I should have kept the sucker. I keep trying to get into it, but like you can see, it's jammed with buyers. It is now. This truly is an exhaustion risk because let's go to the year. It is at the top, period. This is the highest it's ever been. This is all-time highs. Okay, now this is truly at exhaustion risk. Now me personally, I say just because there's exhaustion risk doesn't mean you need to get out. You just need to be aware that this thing can reverse. All right, and that's what go to the month, drop this back down. Now that's what you're seeing here on these dailies. Okay, you'll get a drop down because they're taking profits, but then you'll get a 2-2 reversal back up into this thing. Okay, so if the all-time high is I don't know 174, and then the next day it goes 2-2 down. All right, that target's now you got a target of 174. Now you're using 2-2 reversal back up to get to that 174. You know what I mean? Now you're back in, and now you're in this thing, and now it hits magnitude 174. You could see where it hit magnitude here, and immediately it dropped back in. Okay, so that's where Sarah would say, "Hey, take your magnitude and walk." But if you're a swing trader, you're just you set your stops. So if it does triangle out, you'll get stopped out with profit. But your week and your month still green. So I don't know. Rob talks about it a lot. A lot of people out here, I think they misinterpret exhaustion risk, where they won't take the trade and they just watch this thing. Like I said, I was in this thing at 133 and now it's at 175. Like you know what I mean? It's exhaustion risk, but it's still working, still good. I don't know. Mm-hmm. That's my opinion on it.
Hey, do you want to take that opportunity to kind of segue into macro news regarding energy and stuff?
Yeah. Go ahead.
How many more tickers you want to go over?
We only got, we're getting close to time. But go ahead, man. Energy.
Okay.
What do you got?
Get XOM back, or Chevron, or any of your old energies. I don't know. You want to go
XOM? We'll go XOM out of the Rob's weekend vid. Go ahead.
And then you also want to get like maybe XLE, like just get the whole index. Get that one in there too. There you go.
Bam, XLE. They're all the charts looks exactly the same as XLE, but not all of them, but they're pretty daggone close. Go ahead.
Yeah. So inflation at 40. Newsflash: inflation's at a 40-year high. Right. Haven't seen this kind of stuff since the 80s. Is so I'm told. CPI in February. CPI numbers came out this morning, so that's why you saw a lot of directional stuff going on this morning. CPI is coming in at 7.9%. Versus the estimated 7.8. So just like you were preaching, earlier this morning, it's a weird market. People are looking for any reason to freak out and sell the ask, slap the bid, whatever, all that stuff. So that's 0.1%. Everybody's freaking out and just going every which direction. Yeah. January was up 7.5. So it's the fastest pace of rise since January 1982. That's what it is. Record high interest rates in the 80s. And so that's what we're staring down the barrel of going into next week. Then so basically between January and February, it equates to a 0.8% month over month increase. And then some of the big things in CPI that had a big increase: food, no surprise. If you were in Kroger lately, banking on those, taking those all-time highs to the butcher shop, you're seeing right now, supposedly in the month of February, you're seeing a 1% increase in overall food prices. Energy is giving you up 3.5%, and this accounts for 1/3 of the rating of the CPI. Right, so that's why we're seeing CPI rise like this, is because energy is accounting for 1/3 of it, and it itself is up 3.5%. And then furthermore, I should stop slapping my desk. Shelter accounts for another 1/3 of the CPI weighting. It's up 0.5% for a total of 4.7 increase over the last 12 months. So that's a quick breakdown of the CPI numbers that came out. And basically what this means is this is a breakdown of inflation. These are all the increases that you're seeing, primarily energy at the gas pump. Other big news. Going into next week. Next week is Fed week.
Jeez.
Yeah. So in January, the last thing we heard is we were kicking the can down the road, right? So going into next week, we are expecting to hear the Fed announce the first of several rate hikes for calendar year 2022, right? So again, we've been tracking this since January, and so it's been a long time coming. However, the global geopolitical landscape has changed quite a bit since January. War in Ukraine, conflicts popping everywhere else. Pakistan, India, China all have highly dependent trade on one another. Yet, obviously, you've got regional conflict there with India and Pakistan. You've got supposed Iran nuclear deals being brokered by Russia in the middle of an invasion. I don't know how that works. That's crazy. There was rumors of striking energy deals with Venezuela again. However, Jen Psaki got on the I believe she got on the news this afternoon and said, no, this administration's not pursuing energy deals with Venezuela. So you may see some slumps or some increases. Who knows how that's going to affect?
Hey, I don't know. The enemy of my enemy got that energy. I don't know.
Got that energy. Yeah. I believe that. Yeah, that was your reply. I was saying is the enemy of is the friend of my enemy now not less my enemy. It's ridiculous. Who knows what's going on in this landscape? It's crazy.
It is crazy. And honestly, we're gonna get it. Let's we gotta get to the point where we can wrap this thing up. But it's crazy. It is crazy. You see these broadening formations. You see what's going on in the price action. You got gap ups, gap downs. I know there's a lot of people out here talking about just a lot of different things that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like price action is, yes, we do, we don't necessarily trade the news, but the news is important. And so just know what's going on. And I like that breakdown of the CPI. That's really good. Just keep continuing to learn. And but I'm telling you what, if if the strat right now is where you want to be at, because it's definitely going to keep you out of trouble, because you'll be able to know, just like we talked about exhaustion risk. Everybody's jammed up in buyers in this oil, in this one stock. Let's just say CVX that we're talking about, jam with buyers all the way at the top. But BKR, it's also an energy, but it's way down here. For example, KMI, also up the macro vid from Rob Smith. It's just now starting its journey up the broadening formation. So just because EQT, also EQT is another good one that's in the energy sector that it's not at exhaustion risk. It's not way up in the highs. So, once energy reverses, goes back up, can reconfirm what we're seeing on the year, go grab those ones that are just starting that journey. You know what I mean? You definitely want to work the ones that are working right now, like Oxy and things like that. But if they're exhausted and they're way up in there, way up at the highs, go grab one of the little guys. Go grab one of them little dudes. Yep. Work it till it ain't working no more, and then take your profits and then trade the direction that it's going in. So that's awesome, man. I appreciate you being on here. We gotta wrap this thing up. Thanks for showing us the contest. Thank you so much for showing the contest and what you're doing. I know that other people are looking at it, and that's a pretty good breakdown. And also thank you so much for showing the data that shows the strat works. And everybody's, again, empirical data, you just saw it. Don't you? Empirical evidence, you got it. You know what I mean? Get out of it. The case closed. I don't need no more. I'm not gonna entertain that stuff anymore. I'm gonna talk to these guys just a little bit more, Gunny, but I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much for coming on here, man. This is awesome. This was fun. We got to do it again.
Yep. I'll be the first 3-peat too, if you let me.
3-peat. Heck yeah, man. No, we're gonna have you out here a lot more. It's fun. It's nice having somebody to talk to the strat with, and just a different perspective. On what's going on. Again, I truly ignore the news most of the time, and you bring that perspective in, and you make sure that we, here's your left and right limits, and
there you go, left and right limits.
Your left and right limits, and letting us know that May 16th Fed stuff. Okay, so we know the market goes like this when the Fed starts talking. I told them last week, I was like, hey, new market rules. If you're going to talk about the market, you only get 15 minutes. Per the strat.
Yeah, per the strat. There you go.
Per the strat. It was like Powell did not make the market go burr last time he was on the mic. He did not.
Right. One TTO per speaker, please.
That's it. Yep. But you got to be done. You're done.
Yeah. One and done. Hey, last thing I'll say, and then I'll jump off here. So hey, we might as well call it, could be entering into a bear market, right? You keep hearing this. You keep hearing the talking heads in the news. You keep hearing the FinTwit personalities. Stick to your guns. Stick to the strat. If you're getting killed out there because you got strat plus something else, fall back on the basics. Jump back in with the OGs. You got to know who the OGs are. And you can find those guys at sepiagroup.com. So
yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, man.
Catch you later.
Yeah, catch you later. Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier, that was Gunny B awesome, bringing you the numbers, bringing you the charts, great stuff. I'm telling you what, learning the strat on the street is dangerous. I know we got a lot of people doing good things out there, okay? And just like Gunny B said, there's a lot of people doing good things. But if you come to Sepia Group, home of the strat, okay, learn it for real. Get in Rob's course, get in Rob's live training room, get with Michael Dang. I didn't get to talk about it during this. We were talking about SPACs, but Michael Dang talks about market phases. I'm telling you what, Michael Dang knows what he's talking about with these market phases. You can see it clearly. But again, with those market phases, you could clearly see the broadening formation. So easy to see, okay? But hey, it's another perspective here at Sepia Group, okay? And if you want to get in with us, type in promo code STRATSoldier2022. That's going to get you the first 3 months with Rob Smith for $99 a month for 3 months each month. Okay. And that's going to get you the power hours 1 hour after the close. That's going to get you all the Rob's content. And then it's going to get you macro vid, all that stuff. You got the forums, you got Sepia Group, you got me out there helping you out. You got Rob. You can talk to him live. Rob, we got a gap down on the market. I'm in XLE. This thing gapped down on me. What do I need to do? What am I doing? He'll say, let them open. Let them open, okay? Let them open, and he'll guide you through that, okay? We had a really good, and the new people in there are talking to Rob, and I love it. Someone was asking about Chevron. Chevron looking amazing on the monthly and the weekly, green on the day, but look at these 30s. Look at these 60s, okay? It was a nice green bar up, and then a bunch of little crappy 60s all the way down. And Rob said, hey, hold on a minute. Don't touch this yet. And that's what Rob does. He makes sure we do not do anything silly. Okay. Keeps us out of trouble. That's what he does. He's looking at 16 giant monitors all day long. Okay. And there's no secret sauce. There's no extra indicators. There's nothing on there that he is not showing you. He's showing it to you straight up. So Strat Soldier 2022. Also learn more 22. I believe that's the promo code Learn More 22. That's going to get you. That is Rob's course, and then my execution course on along with that. That's for $399. Like that's 50% off. Okay, that's 2 courses. Everything you need to know to get going. Okay, for that execution course, you got quizzes, and it's all. It's all written out. Okay. I don't know. It's the strat. Without it's not, they're not videos. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm so sorry. They're not videos. But it's more like a reference, easy to reference guide so that you can come back to, okay, what's a triangle layout? Okay. What's this reversal? Okay. How do I play this? How do I manage open positions? And you can go to it quickly, and use that along with while you're trading. So, or, review it overnight. So that's, Learn More 22. That's a really good one. Follow Sepia Group for all the latest promo codes. Okay. We got stuff for that. We got good promo codes for Rob Smith and Michael Dang together. Really good stuff. Follow Sepia Group for all that stuff. And then also, when you go to those links, okay, you got the promo code. When you're on the site, click the promo code. Just click it, because it's linked. Okay. It automatically puts all that stuff in your cart. You don't have to worry about dragging and dropping and, all the tweaking and all that stuff. No, it's all there because Sepia Group has done it all for you. It's good stuff. Get in there, learn some stuff, learn the strat with us. Then you can go do all that, all the crazy things you want to do. Have fun with us and learn what buys and sells look like. Okay. Learn what buys and sells look like. I know we make a lot of jokes. We have a lot of fun, but seriously, keep your stops tight. Okay. Do not want you to get killed. Talk to Rob, and tell him what you're doing before you do it. Okay. Don't tell him after you already started losing. And if you are losing, stop trading. Okay. Stop trading, and learn learn what you're actually, come into a power hour with Rob and say, this is what's happening. What's going on? Talk to Michael Dang. Hey, why does this keep, falling down on me? Why I'm getting in reversals, but it's dropping down. What am I missing? Michael Dang will probably tell you it's a distribution day on these things based on high volume and all this other stuff. So there's a lot of resources out there. And then John Antonelli with the blogs. He is kicking butt out there. Check out the blog section. He is Sepia Group is trading real money out there. Check out the blogs. John Antonelli, shout out to you. You're doing a great job with the strat. 30 years experience. I'm telling you, it's not some dude just clicking buttons. He's a real trader. He's been doing it for a long time. Great dude. That's all I have for you. I could keep doing this all day long, but that's it for me. This is a Strat Soldier with the weekend shift, and I'll see you next week. Peace.